I'm Gabrielle Shirley here with Scott Reynolds from PewterReport.com. Scott, let's begin with the defense. We saw some new recovered players out on the practice field today.
Yeah, one of those is Kendall Beckwith, who we haven't seen all year. The linebacker had a fractured ankle from a car wreck this spring, and for the first time took the Bucs practice field today. Missed all of training camp and the OTAs, was on the non-football injury list, but you saw the signs of him in the locker room, moving around, and he was getting close. He's in tremendous shape. He's down to 234 pounds, played at 243 last year, so he's slimmer, faster, and healthier. So he was out there. Vinny Curry was back from his high ankle sprain. The cast is off. He was on the practice field. Gerald McCoy, strained calf injury, looks to be a thing of the past. He was out on the practice field. And also Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, who gave the coaches a scare with his need for an MRI on Monday. That came back negative. Vita Vea told us today in the locker room that he's 100%. He will play on Sunday, which is good news because they're facing the Carolina Panthers, and Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey this week. They're going to need as many defensive players up front to stop that potent Panthers running game.
Now, I was excited to see Beckwith out there. What type of impact will he have on this defense, and when can we expect to see him playing in a game?
I wouldn't be surprised if he has a full go in practice this week that they would start him. I think that he is that impactful of a player. We saw that last year when Quan Alexander missed the first couple of games with that hamstring injury, and then even Levante David got injured, and both of those linebackers were out for a stretch. We saw Darius Taylor and Beckwith in the lineup, and Beckwith played fantastic. Mark Duffner mentioned him having 14 tackles against the Patriots on Thursday Night Football. He played tremendous as a rookie at the Mike position and at the strong side linebacker spot. So I think they want to get Beckwith on the field as soon as possible. He's a difference maker.
We will go to the quarterback controversy, if you will. Fitzpatrick is going to start this Sunday. What does this mean for the team? Fitzpatrick, Jameis, what can we expect?
I'll tell you what, I'm of the opinion, Gabrielle, that this offense is a machine. I think Ryan Griffin can go out there and throw for 300 yards. I really do. When you look at last week against Cincinnati, 576 yards of total offense. Fitzpatrick came in and played even better than Winston did. No interceptions, got the team in the end zone a couple times, tied it up late. It was unfortunate they couldn't finish that comeback with the win. But this offense right now with O.J. Howard and Cam Brate at tight end and Mike Evans and Adam Humphries and Chris Godwin and Deshaun Jackson, it is a machine out there. I think that any trigger man can be effective in this offense. The biggest thing is just eliminating the turnovers. The turnovers have been the killer for this team. They're minus 13. Gabrielle, when you think about this, last week they lost on a last-second field goal despite being -4 in the turnover category. If they're -2, they beat the Bengals. If they're even, they kill the Bengals. So I think they're that close. If Fitzpatrick can come in, distribute the ball like he's been doing, stay away from interceptions, Tampa Bay could shock a lot of people and win, especially with these defensive players coming back. They might pull the upset in Carolina.
I'm jumping the gun, but I'm interested to know, after Carolina, who should we expect to see at quarterback?
I think as long as Fitzpatrick continues to play well, and that's assuming he does on Sunday, he'll be the guy. We might have seen Jameis Winston's last game at quarterback for the Buccaneers because does this team feel comfortable giving him $20.92 million in that fifth-year option for a guy that has thrown a league-high 10 interceptions in 3.5 games in his fourth year as a starter? You know, probably not. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Still a lot of football left, but right now it's Fitzpatrick's ship, and he's the captain.